I might have just put it in upside down. You dummy. You dummy. Spin these out so fast it mars up.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
So I think what we'll do real quick here, we'll switch over into Duster mode. I have a trunk lock I got in to put in. I still have to do the driver's glass. I still have a carburetor to rebuild. It's right here. Never got to it. Things just get busy. I'm doing 100 different things at once. And I've got clips to get the wiper hooked up. This is the lock assembly. I got this off eBay. I'll go ahead and plug this guy because he seems like he's got a nice lock assembly, and he was the cheapest of the bunch. I think they're all one and the same, but this Vans Auto is Vans Auto LLC is his eBay name. You know, it looks like a pretty nice unit. Comes with 2 different arms, or actually 3. I'm sorry. 3 different lock arms. I don't know which one this one takes. We'll find out here in a minute. You know, and for what we're doing, I just need something in the hole to make it so I can unlock and lock the trunk lid without using a screwdriver. So I don't think we're going to lose here. I think this is going to do exactly what I want it to do. I think the assembly was $19 plus shipping, or was it free? I don't remember. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's going to be the long mother. I don't think it's going to be the shorty or the crooked one. The question is which way does it go? Now the idea is you got to get it slid into this clip, which that might be interesting. We may be finding out why it's cheap. Like I said, I just needed something so I can open this trunk and not fight with it. Okay. Just like so. I might have just put it in upside down. I did. You dummy. Yeah, this is supposed to be... Oh, the key's just upside down. 6 1/2 dozen, I guess. Probably should run the nut on there. There we go. It is upside down. That kind of bugs me.
Sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Alright, I'll change it. It's just going to drive me nuts. So I can't stand stuff like that. Even though I was thinking mainly to keep the plungers up so they wouldn't collect garbage. But then the key just being upside down, I don't know. It would annoy the crap out of me. We'll change it just because. Now watch, I'll screw something up here. You just watch. There we go. Alright, I got lucky. I was afraid pieces are going to go flying. Oh, I left my keys in the drawer. I just slide it through the nut and then kind of line it up to the trunk lock. There it comes through. Put the nut on there somehow. No, all of a sudden the nut doesn't want to fit. There it goes. Watch me get it stuck. Oh, look at that. $19 plus shipping. I'll get a little wrench in there and tighten her up. I think all they need to do is just cinch it up with this and be good enough. You don't need to go smoking it in there. There's no reason for that. There's not much reason to make it any tighter than that. Oh, that's beautiful. Should have done that a long time ago. And that works. Now I'll have a little bit of key action here. Oh, now wait a minute. Are all Chrysler keys upside down? I thought they were the other way. I might have just put it in backwards. Oh, I did. You dummy. They are.
Idiot.
I guess they do go in upside down. Hell, I didn't know that. Well, shoot. I'll fix that some other time. That's funny. I should have known better. Yeah, I should have went upside down. I'm sure it's to keep garbage from falling into the plungers. Because that's what I was originally thinking when I put it in the way I did. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's definitely going into the steering wheel, right upside down, so. Or into the ignition, I should say. Yep. Oh well. Trunk lock's installed. Notice I got the ancient Positraction torque twisters on with the now matching Hurricanes. I don't know, I'm not sure what brand these are, the wheels themselves. They could be Westerns. I couldn't find any markings, but at least these, once I were to strip the fronts of the black, they would just about basically match. The other wheels, they didn't match at all. So, our next task at hand, get the door somewhat put back together, get the carburetor put back together on this thing, and start making some headway. Did a little touch up on the paint. Of course, I think I covered that in the last video. It looks nicer. I'm not trying to hide anything. It was nice at one time, and I haven't done any real driving, or it's just sat and kind of got nasty. So I at least wanted to make that nicer. And I may get another starter solenoid, because I think that could be the problem I'm having. That one looks kind of nasty. I'll see if I got an extra one somewhere. And then I got to deal with the brakes once my parts come in. I ordered some stuff from Rock Auto. Hoses, rebuild kits for the calipers. And yeah, I don't think I have a master cylinder problem. I don't see anything leaking down the booster or any of that. I was kind of watching it to see if there's any fluid leakage coming out of the back of it, but I don't see anything. Everything looks a little crusty, but not terrible. And I haven't bothered to hook up the power steering yet, which I wasn't going to until I had the carburetor put back on. I put the wiper motor in it, and that's why I bought those clips, so I can hook the wipers up. Oh, I didn't see that was broke. So anyways, that's where we're going to leave this. Back at it today. Got some parts I ordered in from Rock Auto. Gonna redo the front calipers. Got some wheel seals. Transmission neutral switch, because I don't believe this one is working. If not, I can use it in my other car, because I know it's not. And a rear differential gasket. I think that one's been opened, so we'll check it out. Drain the fluid, make sure everything's kosher. Kind of like to know the gear ratio anyways. I don't know if it's been messed with or not. And this here's should be the central cable that goes between the rear set and the front, or something of that nature. There's a missing section of it, and that's what this was. Found these all real cheap. Oh, these are new front brake hoses. Found these all real cheap on Rock Auto. I thought, what the heck, let's do it. Get her done. We'll get this thing up in the air. I'll pull the front wheels. We'll probably clean them up a little bit while I got them off. And don't mind the tires. Don't look. They're a little dry. But how much money do you throw at this thing? Besides, I'll let the new owner, when I go to sell this thing, figure out what they want to do for tires. They're round, they roll, they make the car go forward, backward. I'm good with that. So, I'm waiting on a friend of mine. He's looking up to see if he can locate me the proper nuts. I mean, I can just use regular washers and some 1/4-20 nuts, but I'd really rather have the proper ones. And I think they have a little bite to them. So, we shall see. These washers are a little bit big, but it's what I've got. But he's looking up to see if he's got the right ones here for this glass piece here. And then I can install that. And I didn't realize it. I was looking a little closer. The weather strip is missing. So I might just pull the one out of my other car and shove it in here for good measure. I'm going to order new ones for my other car anyways. And of course, I think in the I already showed it, new trunk lock, it works great. Oh, and I did turn it around. I was off camera. I turned it back around again, so it's upside down like it probably should be. Makes sense. Tumblers up so water and garbage don't get down in it. But yeah, I need to get this seal for the other side. Even if it's kind of crappy, and I don't care. As long as something's in there. So anyways, let me get this up in the air. We'll pull the wheels, see what the ugly is going on. Let me grab a screwdriver. I didn't notice. I mean, even driving it around. Ugh. Now, it was full. And it looks like it's gone down a ways, so I got a leak somewhere. I don't... Well, you know, now looking at it, I wonder if it is my master cylinder, because I'm seeing a trail now. Yeah, I'm seeing a trail below that booster. So I might have a problem with the master cylinder. So I might be buying me a new master. So we'll investigate that a little bit further. If it's the master, it's the master. I can't imagine it being that expensive. Rock Auto takes a little while to get here, so I think I'll just get one locally, if that's the case, because I want to keep this ball rolling. Something tells me I need to create some more flat space, or put things away. That's a silly idea. I'm like a flipping squirrel or something. I don't know. I think that's what it happens is I order the parts, and while I'm waiting on stuff, sidetracked it. I mean, almost immediately. Okay. It's weird to me too, not using air. Ever since I got these electric impacts, man, I've just been in love with these things. It's unbelievable the amount of power you can get out of this electric stuff anymore. And I don't like using too much revolution because you can mar up the shanks on these lug nuts with these aluminum wheels, so you gotta be super careful. I always like to usually put them on by hand and take them off by hand. And I'll clean all these up too while I got it off. But this electric gun makes it real easy. You got a nice slow setting to spin them off. Oh yeah, these are nice. You can see if you're not careful, because these are the long shank. I've seen guys spin these out so fast that it mars up the shank here, and then they start grabbing a hold of the aluminum and just tears the hell out of everything. So you gotta be really careful. Yeah, that's nice. See what the surprise is in here. Oh. Pad's looking good shape. And honestly, I don't know. I don't think this is really leaking or warranting. They almost look like they've been replaced, to be honest with you. They actually don't look like they're in bad shape. I don't think my leaking problem is here. Oh, that bleeder screw looks like it is not going to be happy. I think somebody's already wrecked it. So I'm gonna squirt it with a little penetrating oil and let it sit. I know the brake lines. I bought those. I'm gonna replace those because I know they're trashed. I think these calipers might be okay. We'll find out. I don't think I'll have to go through them. I know there's a lot of guys out there that prefer Croyle and stuff like that. Where's the other can? It's weird. It's hard finding Croyle around here. I know there's a place, I think one of our local bolt places sells it, but man, 25 bucks a can. That's just crazy to me. This stuff works pretty good. I'm not going to say it's the end all to issues, but it does work to an extent. And if it doesn't work, I might be buying new calipers. There's a couple different ways of getting that out. But I'll go through and grease haul a lot of this stuff up. It doesn't look like it's had grease in forever. Yeah, I might not have to do much of these brakes. It looks like he'd just done these things. I mean, look at the meat on those pads. It's pretty good. But the hoses are definitely not going to fly. So either way, I got to take those off and change them. Not a problem. I'll pull the other side off. Well, I may not be able to see, but that bleeder screw doesn't look like it's been trashed. But we will put some spray on it too. Let that soak a little bit. Yeah, this one here though, she's a hammered. This brake hose doesn't look super terrible, but whoever put the caliper on has got it all tweaked around all weird. We'll get her all fixed up. So the best thing to use, especially when you got ones that are stuck as those, is if you can get a flare nut wrench on it, that's the way to roll, or a 6-point. That way you can get a good bite. And I'll make sure the other one. I couldn't even tell you if these are maybe metric too. Oh, okay, 3/8. See. Oh. Yeah, she's a little tight. So 3/8 is, oh, supposed to be. Well, maybe I could hammer that one on there and regain some shape. I'm just feeling where I can, where it feels like it has a little bit of bite, like right there. Get a little socket, help it on there a little bit. And that's another option too, is I can hit it with this 3/8 6-point socket. I think too much too much metal got wiped off of this thing. Somebody got carried away with the old vice grips. Wheeled her down a little bit. See, this one here, it feels a little loose. Not much more than that. I think what I'll do, I'll see I got a 6-point shorter one. You want to be very careful. Which I think I do. Oops. Right there. Perfect. And get a long handle and just be real easy with the torque. I went short because there's a lot of deflection in the socket. And you can kind of feel it when it wants to start doing something bad. It's doing a little bit. It wants to move. No, I didn't break it. It's moving a little bit. See? It kind of feels to me like it's going to break. I can try and put a little heat around it too. I don't like heating these up because it gets the fluid all hot. I'll try and put a little more in there with it. Well, actually here. Find the middle of where it's right there. And I'll squirt some more crap in there. Just gotta work it. Twerk it, work it.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I did this method with that suspension on that 56 chassis, and I got most of that stuff all apart. Zero heat. So it's just being patient. If I can get this screw out, that'll be nice. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use the old vice grips. This one here, in order to save it, it may end up getting the heat method. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This one's not gonna, we got problems here. We have problems. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this one here is not going to cooperate at all. I'm going to have to use some heat on that bad boy. If I think I'm going to be able to save it. I'm going to soak the hell out of that one more time. And the other side. I think what I might do is actually switch gears for a moment here. I gotta do a couple of little things and I'll just let this stuff soak. Just like so. God, I hope I can get that out. I don't want to buy new calipers. It's ridiculous. Almost looks like it was working though. Either way, I gotta be able to bleed the brakes. If I pull the master cylinder, doesn't matter. I hopefully do not have to make new brake lines, because that's about what they look like. I'm gonna have to make new brake lines. This is a problem, but I don't see any leakage, so I may not have to go through these calipers, and it looks like they were working. I was thinking I only had the rear brakes. I probably should pull these off, maybe give these a good clean up, scuff the shoes up a bit, run the DA around the disc a little to clean it up. It might not be a bad idea. Throw a little, get rid of this stupid blue. I don't know who did that. Put blue on here, come on now. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. The rear brakes didn't look bad. I had already had them apart when I pulled the rear wheels. Cleaned them up a little, got the adjusters freed and working, adjusted the brakes. I think they're in good shape. Obviously just the 100-year-old tires. They look cool though. Alright, so we'll let that sit a little bit. I'm going to go grab a little snack. I kind of had a real light lunch and now I'm obviously hungry again. So we'll let that soak. We'll give it one more try and hope we get magic.